What's up, all my bad bitches? It's your girl Yaz, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you're returning, you already know I miss you, bitch. So today I kind of just wanted to have a trans talk and just talk to not only my girls and my dogs, but I really wanted to talk to my community. And when I say my community, I'm speaking to my Black community. It's a pretty controversial, I can't say it, controversial. It's a pretty controversial topic. So please sound off in the comments and we could really have a conversation. Only if you're like educated and smart though. I'm not saying that you're uneducated if you have an opposing opinion, but please, if we're just going to have, you know, if we're going to have a debate or really get into some things, let's actually just come with, you know, a little bit of knowledge. Like, let's just make sense and not just full of hatred, please. You'll just get blocked and your comment will be deleted. The topic at hand that I pretty much want to discuss and talk to you guys about is, does dating trans make you gay? A lot of people would typically say that dating trans make you gay, but I think differently. And let me tell you why. First of all, I want to preface this by saying that the majority of men that I date or run across or talk to, they don't know my tea. When men come across with me, especially on Instagram, I have literally my YouTube link and everything in my Instagram. It's not like my transness is something that I necessarily hide. I'm really not one of those stealth girls that just go and date people and not tell them my tea. That's just not the type of, you know, that's not the gig that I get into. No shade to the girls that do live stealth. Just be careful, but that's just not my tea. Again, men don't be knowing my tea. And a lot of girls, especially when things like, or I'm gonna say a lot of women, and not all of you, but some of you, and y'all know the type of woman I'm gonna explain here. It's a little layered and I might go all over the place because it's certain points that I wanna hit. So just follow me, please. Just bear with me. You might be like, where are you going with this when I go off on certain tangents or go into details on certain things? But please, like I said, just follow me, okay? Say that a straight man plays with a trans woman, and we all know that the straight man always go to the excuse of, oh, well, I didn't know. Oh, she tricked me. 9 times out of 10, wasn't tricked. He's just, you know, he's just trying to save face. Understandable, not really. Like, at the end of the day, we are grown, especially if you are grown. Like, at this point in time, like, living your truth, be who you are. But I understand it's not easy for everybody, so hey, to each his own. But you'll see certain women respond and be like, how couldn't you tell? Like, oh, I could tell easily. Oh, I could put, it's all in the neck, it's all in the hands, it's all in the feet, it's all in the forehead, it's all in this, and da, 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 da. Then they list off of what feature on your body typically clocks, or like they always say like what feature on a trans woman's body is clockable. I just want to preface this by saying, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. One of two things are true, okay? One or two things are true. Either you like gay men, according to your logic, or you look like a trans woman yourself. Because we're pulling the same nigga. We're pulling the same dude. So if he's attracted to me, and he's attracted to you, and you could tell that I'm trans, what does that say about you? What does that say about you and the men that you like and what you look like then? If we look so much like a man and we're so clockable. And some of the men that the trans women pull, they won't even look in that kind of woman's direction. They don't exude the level of femininity that this trans woman, you know, presents herself as. Because y'all always want to say that again, y'all could tell. But this man is attracted to her and they look more feminine in tea than you. And I say this to say, and people are not going to agree with me, if a straight man dates a trans woman, that still makes that man straight. I know. Ooh, I know. Why would you say that, yes? Like, how? How could that be? How could that be? Most trans women, or all trans women present themselves as feminine. They present themselves as women. and men are attracted to women. And let's separate gender from sex. We understand that we were born male, but we present as a woman. Straight men are attracted to women. I've dated men, straight men. I've dated men that pretty much told me, like, they even were like confused with their sexuality in a way sometimes. Like, they'd be like, you know, I'm so attracted to you, but like, what does that make me? Does that make me gay? I was like, well, would you let a man, like, would you f a man? Would you have sex with a man? Do you want a beard? You know, do you want to swallow something? Would you have sex with a man? And they always be like, no. So no, that does not make you gay because you're attracted to women. How could that make you gay? I identify as straight, okay? As a woman that dates, a trans woman that dates straight men, I consider myself straight because it's a woman and a man, okay? Just walk with me here, walk with me. I can already hear people already saying like, oh my God, and just saying stuff, and probably the fingers are already going. Just walk with me, okay? So if we're going off the logic of people that think that that's gay, that a straight man dates a trans woman, some people don't agree with that and consider that gay. So if we're going based off that logic, if I have sex with a trans man, meaning a female now turned man, does that make me straight? Most trans men still have a vagina. And this is where we lead it into, because I know most of y'all are going to be like, well, the only reason why I make them gay is because da-da-da-da. Well, you still have a thing down there, and da-da-da-da-da-da. First of all, you don't know anyone's tea. You don't know what that woman got. You don't know if that girl is post-op or if she still got her lady stick. But if we're going based off your logic, if I was to have sex or date a trans man, I guess that would immediately make me straight. If, you know, technically my sexual orientation is considered to be gay as a trans woman. Just walk with me, y'all. Walk with me. Please walk with me. Walk with me. Again, leading back to the thing of, oh, the reason why I consider it gay is because you still have a lady stick. Well, first of all, that really don't matter to y'all because there's a lot of post-op trans women that do not have their lady stick anymore, underwent sexual reassignment surgery and everything, and now have a vagina. We constantly move the goalpost. It's like, first, well, it's still technically a man, and he's still technically gay because she still has her man parts. Then when this woman goes and gets sexual reassignment surgery and she no longer has her man parts and she now has a vagina, what, now all of a sudden she's still a man? Well, just because you cut it off, you were still born a man. I don't begin to, like, we constantly move the goalpost. And I think that's just so crazy to me. I think that's so crazy to me. And I'm sorry, I know I'm kind of going all over the place, but again, just stick with me because this conversation is very layered. And I also just want to give opposing sides and opposing thought processes so that y'all could really understand the extent and how some of it is a little ignorant. And even if a trans woman has her lady parts, let's dig a little bit deeper. Some men like to get pegged. Some men like to get pegged. And when they like to get pegged, they like it to be done by a woman. Some of y'all may not be into that. You know, that's some real kinky stuff. Just follow me, y'all. Just follow me. That's some real kinky stuff. And that's, you know, certain people have certain sexual preferences and how, you know, they, you know, like to maneuver in the bedroom and what they like to do and what's off limits and things of that nature. But it's a thing out here. So just because this man likes to get pegged by a woman and he would never let a man peg him, that makes him gay? I don't think so. I see it as that's a freaky dude that like to do some freaky things with his woman, not his man. That man is still straight. Just like if a man wants to have anal sex with a woman. And then y'all get on my nerve with that too. Like, why all of a sudden, because a man likes anal sex, he's a little freaky, likes to experiment sexually with his woman. Why does that make him gay because he like anal sex? And let's not act like some of you women do not like anal sex yourself. And no, it does not mean just because he'll have anal sex with you, he'll have anal sex with a boy or a man. That is not true whatsoever. Because again, I ran across plenty of men. Plenty of men. Plenty of men that said, I would do these things with a woman. I don't see myself being sexual like this with a man. I'm not even sexually attracted to a man. It's certain things that I would let a man do to me. You get what I'm saying? But I won't let a woman peg me. Why? Because I'm attracted to men. I'm not attracted to a woman. That means I'm still straight. You have to really you have to have an open mind. You have to be educated. You have to be smart and really see things from different perspectives to understand how men are still straight when they're dating trans women. The bottom line is that they are attracted to women. So a man dating a trans woman does not make him gay. It still makes him straight because he's attracted to the femininity. He's attracted to feminine qualities. The only thing that would make this man gay if he was attracted to masculinity, if he was attracted to a man, if he was attracted to a man with a beard, if he was attracted to a man with abs, if he was attracted to a man with muscles, if he was attracted to a man with, if he wasn't attracted to breasts. We gotta get out of the genitalia aspect of it. I think it just, when we lead to like the genitalia, it's just like, that's where things get just a little crazy. And most men, unless you're just really, really freaky, and I ain't judging, but most men don't even like for trans women that still have their lady stick. They don't want them using it. And even so, what difference does it make if she's post or pre-op? She's still a woman. What's the difference between a biological, a cisgender woman wearing a strap-on and her man? I think that's just some real kinky shit. I don't think that make that man gay. The only difference is that trans woman's is real and the other one is fake. You get the same feeling, it do the same things, and it's being done by a woman. But yeah, that's all I had to say. Please, like I said, sound off in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Even if you have opposing sides, like I said, just comment down below and let's have a talk. Let's talk about it. But still be nice in the comments, because bitch, I ain't the one at the end of the day. So watch what you say to me in those comments. So please be nice. But I'll see you in my next one. I love you all my bad bitches. Mwah.